According to a recent study, 1 in 200 people may need a stem cell transplant in their lifetime. What if you could save and store these cells until they are needed? Well, now you have that opportunity. Thousands of families are banking their baby's cord blood stem cells by saving the cells immediately after their child's birth. You can store this valuable resource that has the ability to treat more than 80 diseases like Alzheimer's, diabetes, leukemia, certain cancers, genetic disorders, immune deficiencies, and more. But how do you choose a company that will provide the best experience and the best expertise in the collection and storage of the baby's cord blood? To begin with, experience matters. We had some questions about the entire process and invited Dr. Michael Tucker from Zytex Cord Blood Bank, a company that has more than 37 years in banking valuable cells and tissues. We asked Dr. Tucker to join us and shed some light on cord blood banking. Dr. Tucker holds a doctorate in reproductive endocrinology. Welcome, Dr. Tucker.
Thank you.
Why is cord blood banking so valuable?
Cord blood is so valuable because it's such a rich source of stem cells which are potentially usable for all manner of medical therapies. And the opportunity at the time of delivery at birth to collect that blood from the cord, which is generally thrown away at that time, is a missed opportunity if it's not taken. So we highly recommend that it's simply something that a couple consider when they deliver a child.
We hear a lot about bone marrow stem cells. What exactly is the difference between these and the cord blood stem cells?
Bone marrow transplantation of stem cells has been a long-standing therapy which has been extremely useful. The issue with the stem cells from bone marrow is that they're little more developed than the stem cells from cord blood, which are in a simpler form. So the ability for stem cells from cord blood to regenerate into a wider range of cell types into the future following transplantation is much greater than bone marrow stem cells.
Can you tell us a little bit about the benefits of cord blood banking? How exactly does it work, and is it safe?
Cord blood collection is extremely simple. There's no real involvement for the mum who's just delivered. It's simply the umbilical cord is clamped off, and at that time, prior to it being removed and discarded, there's the opportunity to drain a certain amount of blood from that tissue. And so it's an entirely painless process for the mom, and we simply, as a cord blood collection bank, make sure that the mom has the collection kit available to her physician and the nursing staff at the time of delivery, so that the blood can be collected very simply, and it's then sent to the cord blood processing lab, and that's simply all there is to it. So it's simple, a very simple decision. The costs are extremely reasonable, and in terms of the potential benefit for the medical therapy, both for any delivered child or indeed for any of the other family members, is great.
I understand that parents have the option to bank publicly or privately. Most people may not understand the difference. Can you tell us a little bit about the benefits of each?
Now, there are public cord blood banks which also provide the potential to deliver stem cells for medical therapy. Unfortunately, in those instances, there is much greater problem in matching the genetics of those stem cells with the recipient because they're from an anonymous source. The fact that there's an estimated 1 in 200 chance that an individual child may need the stem cells, that probability rises even higher that a related family member may well benefit from the use of these cells for medical therapies. The future potential is actually enormous. The cryopreservation of them, the freezing of them, is really very straightforward technology. We are just holding those cells in anticipation of yet greater forms of disease therapy into the future.
Isn't it amazing how the body's able to heal itself?
And it does so on a regular basis. These are why these cells exist in the adult blood. It's just that the cord blood contains a stem cell which is much less differentiated. It has an even greater potential than the stem cells that we, each of us, have in our own blood. This source provides a much higher, richer potential of these stem cells in a much more primitive form, which allows them to differentiate to even wider range of tissues in our body.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you for speaking with me today, Dr. Tucker.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
You have one chance to save and store your baby's cord blood, and that is during the birth of your child. And these cells can help protect your entire family because they are related stem cells and they have an excellent chance of matching siblings or other family members. For any questions you may have on cord blood banking, please visit the Zytex website.